Hello everyone and welcome back to MalChava Cuisine with me, Miss naomimbungue. I am back, guys. Yes, I know I have been away, but I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Ngolo ya Kotumba, also known as grilled catfish. I know you guys are gonna love this video. Let's get cooking, guys. First things first, as you can see here, my catfish, also known as Ngolo, is in lukewarm water. So it's not too warm and it's not too cold, so it's just in between. And what I tend to do is I tend to put it with lemon so that all of the slime, I don't want to say slime, but that slime on the skin can come off. As you can see there, the residue on the water. So that's what happens when you leave it in lukewarm water with lemon. So we have to ensure that, like the saying in Ngala, is ala zaide, or you don't want it to be too, have a weird, strong taste in your mouth, to ensure that it is clean. So I tend to clean it with lukewarm water and also lemon. I know some people who do use white wine vinegar or white vinegar, personal preference again. But this is my way of making this to ensure that the skin is as smooth as possible and is not too slimy, because you don't want to eat a fish where it's slimy, and it just ensures that it tastes fresh as well. Please do take your time whilst you are cleaning the catfish. As you can see here, I'm scrubbing the catfish with the lemon to ensure that it has no slime on it. I'm saying slime, but in Lingala we say zei, or any sort of slimy residue from the skin of the fish. So take your time to ensure that it is clean, and whilst you're running your hand throughout the whole fish, that it is smooth and you don't have any slime coming down your palms of whilst touching the fish. So take your time. When it comes to making fish, especially like we say in Ngala, bcnv, you have to ensure that there is no zei, it is not slimy. Any type of fish, you have to ensure that you have either your lemon. If you don't have your lemon, you have your white vinegar or whatever you use to ensure that the fish is clean. I wouldn't recommend using soap. I've seen some people using soap to clean their fish. It's highly something that I would not recommend due to health reasons and so forth. But please take your time to ensure that it is clean. And whilst you're taking off the inside organs of the fish, you are removing it bit by bit, and you're taking your time, and you have a separate bowl to the side where you keep the organs in a small plastic bag, and you dispose of it straight away. If you do keep it in your household, it will give off a bad smell. So ensure that you're cleaning as you go along. Now for this fish, I dissected it, or I cut it downwards. So dissect the fish downwards all the way down to its tail, and I would advise you to remove the outer bits of the fish, for example the gills, and as you can see the tail. That's me, personal preference. I tend to remove all of that because I wouldn't want someone eating the fish with all the extra bones on the outside. So if you do have the opportunity to do so, a sharp knife or a sharp pair of scissors to do so, that would be fantastic. If not, that's fine, but for personal preference, I tend to do this way. Remove the internal organs of the fish. I have also done a previous video on liboke and Ngolo on how to clean the fish, so it's in much more details. I will place a link down below in the description box for you guys to follow to see how I clean it in much more depth. However, this is just a quick recap. Remove all of the internal organs of the fish with a sharp pair of scissors and also a knife, just to ensure that it's nice and clean. And as you can see here, the fish is nice and clean, and we remove all of the external parts and also internal, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to begin to score the fish to ensure that the flavor incorporates well inside the flesh of the catfish and also to the bones. So I'm going to show you how I tend to score the fish, as you can see here. So ensure that these lines are scored on the fish, so when you do add your flavors, it incorporates really, really well. So to season my catfish, I used 4 Maggi Cubes first of all. So 2 cubes per fish. So 2 cubes for the first fish, 2 cubes for the second fish. This recipe that I'm sharing with you guys is for a quantity of 2 fishes. catfish, sorry. If you're going to use much more, then I would suggest you double the quantity that I've used for seasoning. But then again, as I always mention, season to your desired taste. So add in your 4 Maggi cubes, and also what I tend to do is with my spoon or whatever cooking instrument I use to season my food, I tend to paste it in, or you know, I like to incorporate inside the flesh of the fish, especially where I've done the scorings. So I want to ensure that the flavor goes inside the fish. I mean, I don't play with my flavor as you can tell from all my videos. I like to ensure pensa gu ekota, like we say in Ngolo, gu pensa ekota, to ensure that the food is nice. Now I've blended in 1 onion, 5 garlic cloves, half red bell pepper, 1 tablespoon of chili powder or pili all together in my mixer to create this flavorful combination, which I have used in the catfish. I would highly recommend you guys to use this because it has so much flavor, and this mixture you can use it also for chicken and also other meat recipes as well. As I've always mentioned, with my spoon, I'm ensuring that the flavor goes in really well, as you can see here, and I'm adding a bit more bit at a time gradually. If you do have some left over, I would suggest you do keep it. You can keep it in your freezer and also in your fridge to use for other recipes as well. And it's a great base as well for soups. If you want to make some nice gravy or some nice soup and you don't want to chop any onions, there you go. You've got your blended mixture with your peppers, and you've got your pili or chili powder, and ensure that it's well incorporated in as well to your fish. And after seasoning the catfish, guys, I would highly recommend you to leave this to marinate either overnight, if you're going to make it on the same day, between 2 to 4 hours for the flavor to go in really well with a nice cool dry place, either your fridge or wherever you have somewhere you'll be able to store your food that is also hygienic for yourself as well. So here it is, guys. So this is how it is, nicely marinated, and we're going to see the next step. Once marinated, place your catfish on a well-greased oven tray and also a rack. A quick tip that I want to share with you guys: whilst making fish, I always tend to ensure that my rack and also oven tray is well greased, just to ensure that when I will be flipping the fish over or turning it over, it does not stick and the fish does not separate as well. So with the marinating sauce, I've poured that over the fish, and once you'll be double checking the fish halfway through the cooking process, I will highly recommend that you pour also some remaining marinating sauce on top of the fish, just to ensure it has extra flavor and it's juicy and not too dry. And I've placed this in the oven. You can also do this in the grill on a medium to low heat, making sure that you do double check this as well. And I left this in the oven for approximately 40 minutes. And here we have it, guys, our cooked Ngolo ya Kotumba, also known as our grilled catfish. And here it is. I'm sharing with you guys how I dished up my food on my plate to share with my family. This is just one of the ways that you can dish up your catfish. There are many other ways, and you can be creative as well when you dish up your food. And I had mine with kwanga. Just for the video purposes, I wanted to share with you guys how I dished up this wonderful fish. So thank you very much guys for watching. Stay tuned for much more videos to come. I do apologize for the delay, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me back your feedback, and I look forward to responding to you guys all. Thank you so much for watching MalChava Cuisine, and until next time, take care.
MalChava Cuisine, mungele kakateo. MalChava Cuisine, cuisine kitoko pona bafrika nyonso. Soki olingi meka okokanga mokanda loboko. Pona libala penga MalChava. Pona matanga penga MalChava. Pona anniversaire penga MalChava. Okoza solution ya bien. Pona libumu na yo ndeko ya kakolia. Tulambaka mikate, tulambaka bachikene, tulambaka pe batila pia na maka ya buna badendo na bachizi.